Bitcoin is welcoming all of its newbies into the market and showing them what it can and can't do, and what the newbies need to learn about Bitcoin and what type of movements it will make and the shocks that it will give you at a night time in your dreams once you've invested all your money at the top. All right. With that said, before we jump into looking at the charts, my name is David Thorne. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a professional trader. I'm literally just someone looking at a screen of red and green candles and talking about my portfolio, my money, what I've invested. But if you want to listen in and understand what's going through my head and maybe listen to a little bit words of advice from my experience, from the mistakes I've made from the past, then feel free, because it might be enlightening to you. But please don't take this as any technical advice, and this is definitely not technical analysis. So if you want technical analysis, then there are plenty of other great, fantastic channels out there that you can watch. But I'm just going to be talking about what my view is on the market and how I see these things. So it's purely a first person view on this. With that said, let's jump straight in, shall we? So let's look at the weekly chart of Bitcoin. Now, if you have just entered the market and you've just bought into Bitcoin because you don't want to miss out, and you've heard that lots of people have just been buying it and Bitcoin's price has been going up like mad, and so on, and you might have bought yesterday or the day before at the top, and now you're starting to see this like drop in the candles and thinking, oh no, it's going down, right? Yes, it is going down. It's going to go down a lot more, but don't panic. Right? Don't panic. If you've spent all your money onto Bitcoin right now, right, and you didn't leave anything else, that's the only mistake that you made, right? What would have been more advisable would have been to put it in slowly over a lot of time, right, to dollar cost average in. But lessons are learned. Just trust me right now, is that at one point over the coming weeks and months, you're going to feel really, really bad because you put your money in here right now. However, over months and months down the line, you're going to feel perfectly fine, and you're going to be walking around to everyone saying, I told you so. All right. So on one note, you're going to have to put up with those nightmares right now because it's going to hurt. But just keep putting money into Bitcoin, keep putting it in when it goes down, and that money at the top will be, you won't worry about it anymore, because the money that you put in at the bottom will be worth so much more than the one at the top. All right. So that's all I've got to say, is that if you did invest at the top, just don't worry about it. Life is done, but don't sell unless it goes up again. Unless it goes up again to here, I would sell it personally. And then I would dollar cost average in on a weekly basis or whatever. That's what I would do. So what I'm trying to say is that if I had bought at the top here and it went down and I can break even on it right now, I would, all right, to be able to put it in on small pieces every single week, say like 12 steps or something, or 24 steps, and put it on a regular interval all the time and go in blind. Don't look at the price, just go in blind. And that's called dollar cost averaging. And over long term, you will be in profit. Long term, you'll be in profit. So, but if you are new to the market, right, let's keep on staying on the daily chart. If you are new to the market and you are new to trading, what you have to remember is that when someone is selling, another person is buying. And I say this in every video because it's the most important thing to understand. If someone is selling, someone has got to be buying. And why is that person selling? Are they selling because they want to make a profit, because they bought it really cheap and they think, oh, this person, I saw this person coming a mile away, right, they're going to buy it off me at a times 5 markup, right? Are you that one person? Or are you the person buying it at a super discount and that person is capitulating because they've lost all their money? So this is always the way you've got to think. You've got to be the person looking for a bargain, looking for a discount. And this right now is not a bargain, right? This is like going into Harrods and asking to buy a grain of rice for €1,000, right? It's overpriced. You wouldn't do it because you can walk down the road, go to another shop and get a kilo of rice for $5. Right now, if you're looking to invest your money and you've got time, remember this white space up here is all time in the future. We're talking, look, we're here, this is 2000. This is, we need to go on weekly one. Okay, if we look at up here, this is like 2028, this is 2030. So when it comes down to Bitcoin, the time is up here. Look, you'll see the prices. If it just continues up on this line, right, nice linear growth, whatever growth it might have. Let's see here, we go to 2030 and we see where the line is. it's on 53,000. You see what I mean? If it follows that one line, and we can move this line wherever we seem to predict, wherever we estimate the growth to be, and there it's on 71,000 in 2030. So the price is not going to keep on going up in this direction all the time. Nothing in this world has ever done that, right? Nothing at all. So don't start thinking this is going to be it, because this is not the silver bullet. This is not the thing that is going to change the world. There has been other things in the world where they're finite, right? And that they traded that over time. Let me think. What was the other thing that they used to use? Oh, gold. Gold is that, right? And they don't trade with gold anymore because the financial system can't make money out of it. So if you have got into the top, just take a chill pill right now and think about, right, all right, next time I invest, I'm going to wait for it to go down. All markets will all go down 50%. All markets will go down 50%. The only other part of the equation that we don't know is the time, is when is it going to go down, all right? Because everything goes up and then it comes back down again. This is economics, right? This is exactly how it works. And it needs to find an equilibrium price where it's not overbought and it's not oversold. So if you have got in the top right now, then just think about that it will come down. And you're just going to have to trust me. And in the future, you can look back and go, he was correct, right? And these lines aren't there for no reason. They are markers. They are markers to say what price percentage it is likely to come. And there's another part of this, why you could use this line, but I'm not going to get into it. Right. Anyway, let's look a little bit deeper now into this. If you've been watching my videos, I've created some moves, right? And the purple line, move 0, was this one line here. And I said when it was up the top, it's got to come down to move 0 to be able to start doing anything, basically, to start making a prominent change, because the rest was just all just a small correction ready to go up. But now it's come down to move 0, and it tested it on the first time and then boomed back up again, right? You see, I didn't move. I literally put this line from here across there, and I haven't touched it since then, apart from make it a little bit fatter. And look, the price went boom and touched it and went back up again. Is this a coincidence, or is there a pattern forming here? Look, this one line here, look, it did it again on that. I created this line as the same time I created this line, and look, the price went tap and went back up again. Right? What a coincidence, huh? And look at this one line here. It went all the way through, and if we look right, look left, do we see any other? Oh, look, there's another one here. So we can see from the story on the left-hand side where the possible turning points are, right, and how strong they are all the time, because that is where humans love patterns, and they tend to follow other people. And when one person puts a big buy order in here, a limit buy order in here, other people think, that looks good, I'm going to do that as well. If that person's got all that confidence to put a buy order in here, and when the price drops down to there, it booms back up again. And that's exactly what has happened here, right? Exactly. The price has shot down with people selling it, and then it hit this one point, and obviously someone with, let's just be arbitrary number, someone with $100 million decided, I'm going to buy $100 million worth of Bitcoin here, and the price just got sucked back up because there was enough people selling as well and enough people buying, but in the end, the price had to go back up again because there wasn't enough people selling, so it had to keep going up, 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 and up, and up until it reached this one point here, right? So this is the pattern that you're looking for. You have to see which part of the economics, when is there volume, when are there people buying into the market, and when are they selling, and when are they likely to buy, and when are they likely to sell. Now, all of these people drawing their pirate flags and their wedges and all sorts of stuff, they are literally going to be predicting, oh yeah, there's a triangle coming here, there's a wedge coming here, this is where it's going to break out, right? All the clever, the smart money, they know that all of these retail traders, they're going to be buying here, they're going to be selling here, because they taught them this, right? Here's the irony in it, is that they taught them this. They taught them how to trade. They didn't teach them how. There was conflicts of interest here. They taught them how to trade, and they make money from them. So they, I mean, are the retail brokers and then the investment banks. They all taught the retail trader how to trade. But they're taking the other side of the trade, right? And they're winning from your commissions, your transactions, whatever. So you got to remember is that these people, they know that 90% of people are going to lose 90% of their money in 90 days. Because they taught them how to trade, right? They knew that they were going to they were going to put their stop limits here, they were going to put their buy orders here, they'd take profits here, and they knew when they were going to buy, the other one's going to sell. When they were going to sell, the other one's going to buy. So they are literally snapping this money off of you, right? They, I mean the retail brokers, right? And the market makers, the investment bankers, the people who actually know how to trade are doing that. You've got to think a little bit contrarian. You've got to think a little bit outside the box. Think, where is the smart money buying? So this is what my moves are right now. These moves are, the likelihood is that the smart money is going to be putting their buy orders just below these lines or on these lines, because they know people are going to be selling there, or they know other people are going to be buying there, or they're going to be selling there. So this is the whole point. Where is the market going to move to? And at the moment, we've broken through move 4, but we haven't closed behind this line. So you can see here that we've managed to find move 3, this kind of support area, right? And this is my way of thinking. We've now made this support area, but did we see this like in one day? No, this red candle could have said we're going to dump all the way down to move 6, but it painted a picture, and it's always the closing candles that paint a picture of where it's going. And it came down to move 3, and it went back up again, right? And it kind of was testing this big green candle here. So they're trying to obviously fill this price area. And are they trying to sell their stuff off? Are they trying to buy more? They, I mean the retail brokers, the investment bankers, the market makers, the big whales, they is what I'm talking about. The people that are trading in hundreds of millions or billions, not the people that are trading $20, okay? If you drop the smallest piece of sand, one grain of sand in your kitchen basin, are there any ripples on that? No, there's none. There's none, right? If you drop a stone into that base, what's going to happen? It's going to move massively. So you have to remember, your $10, your $100, your $1,000 is not going to move the market at all, right? It's not even going to flinch with it. But when people put in 100 million or 500 million or a billion, it moves the market, right? It moves the market. And these people, they cannot put their 100 million all in at once, because what they have is they have these big spikes, big spike in prices like this. Boom. That's what they have, right? It moves the market instantly. Yeah. And if you've got people buying Bitcoin up at like in its thousands down here, which apparently there was, that just rockets the price back up again instantly. Yeah. So this is what you've got to be careful of, is when some of these people, they need to get out quickly because they're greedy and they know, I'm going to get out now, I've made my money. And that's when the market will move. So you've got to anticipate these moves, and you've got to think, which direction is this going? Because once it does, all these people's liquidity, all these all people over leveraged, have lost their money, there's lots of liquidity lying around in the market. And this is the way that I think. And I'm not fantastic at it, and I'm still learning, but this is the way I think. And this way of thinking helps me so much better than listening to people drawing wedges and drawing triangles and drawing all sorts of rubbish, because that is just psychology, and the retail brokers have taught you these triangles and these wedges, right? And so why would I want to listen to the people that are going to try and cheat me out my money? Doesn't make sense, right? I need to think like the market makers. I need to think like the investment bankers, who are the ones that are actually moving the market and the ones that are actually making this a market, okay? And the ones that are bringing in hundreds of millions a day. So if your $1,000, when you invest it, it's not of no interest to me, because it doesn't move the market, and it's not going to move the market. And retail is not in right now because this information is not everywhere. It's not on social media. It's not everywhere. So with that said, I hope you've got something out this one video, and I hope you can see where I see the market going. Now, The market could go up, it could go sideways, it could go down. Right now, you would assume that it's going to come and fill this one candle, all right, down here. So with my other lines and my other rulings, we would assume that it's going to come and fill this candle. So let's just change this right now, and let's call it, I don't know, move. We are on, say, 4.1, and we change it to green. And then the line, you don't really need to see this, style, very small, and yeah, that's it, that'll be good. All right, so this is now like move 4.1, and I would assume that, you know, that this one could be, well, let's just do this one as well, and this is like 3 point. Just put like 3.1 as well, even though it's got 3A there. It's fine. So we would expect that the price must be able to break these 2 points here, first of all, and close beneath these 2 points if it's going to have any chance of going any further. And that would be going up as well. All right. So let's see how the weekend goes. But right now, I think this is going to do some consolidation, first of all, because people need to buy up or sell even more. Something here has got to happen before it has the next surge. So I would expect it to go across like this over the weekend, and then maybe Monday at 8 o'clock. Or actually, I would expect, and here is, I would expect on Monday morning. Let's come here. Let's have a look. Monday morning, around about. Let's go to the hourly chart. Monday morning, at around about 7:30 in the morning, right? 7:30 in the morning, the price is going to start going up. And then on Tuesday morning, at around about 7:30, the price is going to go up. And on Wednesday morning, 7:30, the price is going to go up. And then probably around about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, price is going to come down again. All right? Do we see a pattern happening here? Do we see a pattern? People buying low, selling high. Buying low, selling high. Buying low, selling high. Economics 101, first day. Buy low, sell high. Someone's selling, someone's got to be buying. When someone's buying, someone's got to be selling. It's the only thing you have to learn about Bitcoin, right? And patience. Have patience of steel, all right? With that said, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all of the support that you've been giving my channel over the past week or 2 weeks or whatever it is now. Thanks very much. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I literally was just someone talking about my stuff. With that said, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. And as of Monday, I'm on holiday, so there won't be any videos next week. Bye bye.